Oh, hello. What's your name?
My name's Mamet.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright, so, how have you been?
I've been good, thank you. How are
That's
you?
good. I'm fine. So, let's start with, whereabouts do you live?
I live in Boston.
Oh.
I've actually lived there pretty much my whole life. By that, I mean, I actually moved here when I was around 4. And when I moved here from Europe, in Europe you all drive on the left side of the road. And when you come here, you all drive on the right side of the road. And it was a hassle to get used to. But it's fine, because we all drive on what's left of the road anyway now. I'm here all night. I reckon we got more potholes in Boston than we have people. I've started naming them all. We've got Tim down John Adams Way. We've got Michael down Toot Lane. And worst of all, we have Michelle down Tatchell Road. And I was driving with my mum, and legally I have to say that she does have a licence, so any undercover police, please. We were driving, and do you know the little roundabout you take before going down to Pilgrim Hospital?
Yeah.
Nice. So we was driving, and something felt off. Do you know that intuition when you know something just feels off, something's not there?
Yeah.
That's what I had. I was driving, well I wasn't, and I was like, something's missing. And I told my mum, "Watch out down here, Ricky!" I got a swift left hook to the jaw. And luckily we were taking the roundabout to Pilgrim Hospital anyway, so while I was there I had my teeth replaced. And where does the traffic come from? A 5-minute walk turns into a 45-minute drive. How does that make sense? My poor cankles can't cope. And you know what? These are my biggest money makers. You won't believe it, but I've got some French tip acrylic nails done on my feet right now. Crazy, I know, right? And see, my whole feet business started when I first came out of secondary school. And, you know, it's difficult to start a feet business because at first you don't really know how to pose your feet. Like, obviously facial expressions is crazy, but how are you supposed to have facial expressions on your feet? And as a male who's 6'3" and quite jacked, I have hairy feet. So, to stop that, I had to get some hair removal. Anyone heard of Veet?
Yeah.
I had to beat my feet. And the angles I get is immense. Sometimes I use the sunlight to have like a little nice colour on them, have a sunset lamp in my room. But the weirdest thing with feet, you get weird requests. I got asked, "Can you put whipped cream on your feet?" I said, "Yeah, sure, why not? Whipped cream, yeah. Can you lick it off?" I can't bend down that far. Sorry. He's like, "Yeah, that's fine, get someone else to do it." Before this, no one knew of my business. So I had to go on the lookout. And I found someone. I found Benjamin the Corgi. And with Corgi, the dog, Benjamin, he was quite little, quite fluffy. And instead of putting whipped cream on my feet, I put Veet on my feet. I had to send him to pension, retire early, quickest career of his life. I have to pay 50 quid a month just so he can buy dog food for the rest of his life.
Okay, so let's move on, shall we? It says here that you went to Haven High.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that you passed with more than one GCSE. That can't be right. Why don't you tell me how school was?
I served 5 years at Haven High Academy. Each room being like a jail cell. Let me take you back to a time. Let's rewind. We're back at Haven High Academy. Our first year of my sentence. It's not funny, kids. I come in, I'm like, don't have any credit, I'm not fun, bit hungry, because you know I was quite jacked back then as well. I'm quite hungry. I see over there, my fellow mate, Jeff Bezos over there. His name's not actually Jeff Bezos, but for legal reasons. You know what that means? You alright, Jeff? Yeah, you're looking a bit hungry, mate. I actually am, how did you know? And I'm not gonna lie, he said these exact words. I know when a fellow Jackman is hungry. So, let me ask you something. I was like, yeah, sure, Jeff, go ahead, tell me something, anything in the world. Came up to me and goes, do you like paninis? I said, I love myself a panini. Got avocado, hazelnut, toenails and Cheetos, got ham and burgers, and I've got a sausage roll panini. And worst of all, just ham. And I look at him. Where'd you get all those paninis from? Jeff, over here? No questions asked, mate. You haven't been to prison? You'll know that no questions asked. So fair enough, fair enough. How much is it for a panini, Jeff? Depends what you're asking for, mate. Ham, sliver, everything else, 80p. I said, oh, Jeff, I don't really have the money. That's fine, that's fine. Could do me a favour. I said, I don't want to extend my sentence any longer, come on now. And Jeff over here goes, well then, lad, I hope you suffer for the rest of your sentence. And I said to him, I'm like, how old are you? Old enough, mate. Definitely in year 7 I am. I have a receding hairline, but he didn't even have a hairline, so he couldn't have been in year 7. But, Haven wasn't too bad. I remember before my exams, smoking a cig, hiding behind a tree. Best part, that tree must be addicted to nicotine right now. The amount of people in my year who were the most potential ever, little kids about to go into the world, learn everything. By the time they were in year 11, chain smokers. That's what Haven does to you. 5-year sentence, crazy, won't suggest it. And I do miss that tree, and that's literally about the only thing I miss about Haven.
Alright, so, have you ever worked before?
Oh, actually, yeah. Let me get into it. So, my feet are the money maker. But at the start, I didn't really have the funds to fund my feet. Does anyone get their nails done?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how much it is. And imagine how much it costs for a man to get their toes done. Walked into the nail salon for the first time and went, are you here for your girlfriend? No, I'm here for myself. And she was like, yeah, fair enough. What are you trying to do? My toes, please. Yeah, would you like just paint them? I'm like, no, I want French tips about 12 inches long. Whoa, 12 inches? They're going to be poking out your shoes. Fair enough. What do you suggest? Suggest 2 inches, no, actually half an inch maybe. French tips. Do you want them gelled or acrylic? Do whatever. But carrying on. The feet wasn't always the biggest money maker. I had to do some random jobs on Facebook. And Facebook has the weirdest jobs, like Sandra from down the road needs a bush clipped. Tina needs her pipes cleaned. And to be fair, it's good money. And it wasn't Sandra's bush, it was a bonsai tree, so get out of your house, dirty minded people. And Tina, I don't know what you guys were thinking, I heard giggles, but her toilet was just clogged. So, get out of your heads. But things like that, I got lots of experience from. So I could technically be a mechanic, I'll fix a toilet. I could be a carpenter, clip the bonsai tree. It's fun and games, until I don't get paid. Sandra over there goes, yeah, you needed to sign up for a subscription. You live down the road, you're not running a business, Sandra. You're not getting paid if you don't sign up for the subscription. I'm not going to be funny, I don't want to trim your bonsai tree. I've never been slapped harder in the face. That's why I look a bit funny. Her slap hit me so hard, it made my face all ugly.
Right, well, I think that's all we have time for today.
No. Actually, I've got one more thing to say. So, as much as I just said that Boston's a terrible place, well, I didn't, I implied it. It's not too bad. Because it's not. I grew up here, pretty much, and I had to drive on what's left of the road and all that. Met a creepy panini man, had to trim Sandra's bush, clean Tina's pipes. But at the end of the day, it's home. And most of us call it home. And I think most of us, as much as we don't like the place, will defend it. And we'll die on that hill defending it. Thank you, my therapist thinks I'm funny. And I'll book another appointment next week. Woo!